ask for more right there. So looks nice as long as we hold these levels here. It's nice. The 30 weekly is also coming up here if we can hold these levels. So it doesn't look too bad. H alligator here again, major breakout, massive surge, bit of a dip here, and now sideways action. That's not ideal to see, you know, this sideways here. You more want to have it like this, so you have more of a bullish consolidation. But anyways, going sideways here, and I think we need to hold these levels at 0.05. Very important. Still major higher high. That's a positive, and what it looks like to be a major higher low here at some point. 30 weekly coming up. So I think it needs a bit more time maybe. But if we go to the daily, I want to show you. This was the big drop that I talked about. Does anyone know why we gapped down here? Please let me know in the comments below, because I can see more charts that were gapping down at roughly the same time. So I don't know. But anyways, we have this smaller daily. It's actually a 2-month long inverted head and shoulders in the making. So we need to get above 0.058, give or take. So hopefully this is the right shoulder that is being carving out at this white support. And now we can hopefully grind higher, and then we can resolve this to the upside. So it doesn't look all that bad really. It's really textbook stuff right now after this major breakout here. Look at we went from 0.03 all the way up to 0.07, so 100% in like a month. And that big of a move needs some time to digest really. 30 weekly coming up nicely. So we are definitely in a stage 2 uptrend there. Banamman, I did a chart on Banamman on Renko with Renko charting the bars. Go check that out on Twitter. I mean, Banamman from a Renko point of view it's not haven't even getting started yet. It's just below a 20-year long Renko trend line. So check that one out. You can find it on the Twitter channel. By the way, may I show you the perfect entry? I just looked at it yesterday. I'm not in Bannerman, so I'm not. But look at that one right there. That's just beautiful. Taking out the double golden horizontal levels here, coming across, and then boom, that was your entry. In hindsight, it's all very easy, but we also called the breakout here. So it can be done if you just keep in my view the focus on what is to look for. Same thing again here with Bannerman, you know, flagging here just before the breakout, major surge, major higher high, 30 weekly coming up. I mean, for now the green is holding here, and we're getting a bit of a bounce here today, 7%. That's quite nice. So yeah, all in all, this right here to me, it's a great looking chart, and I'm expecting higher prices for Bannerman here in the making. You can see here that this is just stair stepping higher in my view. And yeah, it takes time. It doesn't happen tomorrow, but Bannerman looks fantastic. Go check that Renko chart out. I think it's very interesting to see, for sure. Deep yellow, very quickly. Still, that is the highs here from 2021. We couldn't breach it here. Now we are just back testing that shorter time frame trend line right there. Hopefully that is when we go. However, we haven't tested. I want to show you that long-term trend line here from 2007, coming down to here, right here. Haven't really made that big back test now. Maybe that is in the making, but we will see. 30 weekly is coming up very, very sharply. So long-term bullish pressure is coming up right below the price here. So definitely, I think we could backtest here, but we could also just rip right here and getting above that 1.38, give or take. That is when we really get things going here for deep yellow. The pressure is building in my view to blast higher here. It really is. Looks fantastic. Here we have Boss Energy, all-time high from 2007. That's the white line here. And right now we are just what I've been saying many times, you know, a big breakout, bullish consolidation into that breakout line. If it's a major one, that's always insanely good to see. This means that very, very often you get that bullish, then you blast higher. And that is exactly what I think has the highest probability in this case. So nothing more to say really. Boss Energy looks fantastic as long as we hold the all-time highs, which I think we will. Again, nothing is certain, but that is my take given this price action here. If we were to have a breakout and we crash down big here, let's say, then you have more short-term momentum. And often that back test is, if you have a really hot back test, that is when it can of course be a back test and you go higher, but I really prefer these slow bullish here and then boom. That hard stop right there often is a precursor for a false breakout. At least that's the way I have seen things happening. Elevate here again, same story. Big breakout, massive move, major high again. I think the bottom is here at these lows right there, and the third weekly, that I think is the bottom, and I think we just need some time to grind higher. So again, overall, for now, this chart to me is overall bullish. There's nothing new under the sun, as you know. I will let you know when and if I think it looks bad, but for now, that is not my take at all, given the structures on these miners. The best one could actually be Lotus. Why? I want to show you. Okay, let's get rid of that stuff there. We don't need that one, just to clear the chart up a bit here, roughly right there it is. Okay, I want to go to the Heikin Nashi because you can see here the chart is very, I don't know what to call it here, but we want to go to the Heikin Nashi so we get a bit more of a better view. Look at this one here. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. So we have a major trend line here, and where are we now? Zooming in, look at it here. So freakingly close here to breaking out of that long-term trend line. And it looks like, we have had down to the 30 weekly, the green support held, and now we are just fighting again here. If we break here, I think Lotus will be in for a massive run, especially getting above 0.3. Why? Because we have highs there, we have some connections over here, and that one. So I think Lotus getting up from here between 0.3 could be in for a big run, actually, for a major move up in my honest opinion. So definitely worth watching. Lotus right there. OKP, if that is pronounced correctly, I have no idea. False breakout here for now. Massive surge, exactly what we want to see, and now we're actually trying to finding a bottom. Ideally, you would want to find the bottom above that trend line there, but clearly we are back into the falling wedge. So the 30 weekly is holding for now. So let's see which way we go. But still, this is the case of a possible, false breakout, massive surge, and then you buy into the first big bottom that it finds, and then we go higher. But again, I would ideally have liked for it to stop right here, and then we went on. But still, looks all right. It's a bit of a lag. It's a $26 million. So the liquidity is not that big in this stock. That's maybe why we went all the way back in. But I think you should wait, in my view, to getting above that white line here at roughly 0.14 to confirm that bottom. Yeah, that is my take. Wait for that 0.14, excuse me, to get getting back above, excuse me, and then I think we have the higher low right there. This is PDN, down 1% today, so it didn't actually follow the market today compared to the others. Again, we have taken out the big double rail, goes back to 2007, came into the highs over here, as you know, there it is, and we obviously had some sellers and some shorting, typical stuff, nothing to worry about, and now we're just pulling back here. So how low can we go? These highs, as you can see, we are below now, not ideal short term. So we could go in for an ABC where we find the low here, close to the double rail right there. Also, but if I go to the daily, maybe, hopefully, maybe we have a double bottom here. So we have the W here, hopefully. The symmetry is actually quite good, so it has a decent chance, and then hopefully we do like this. So let's see. We need to hold this level at roughly 0.91, 0.92 in that range. Otherwise, I think we have a C correction into the 0.80s. Pen, definitely, as you know, one of the weaker ones. It had this major gap down here due to some financing stuff. Again, I can't remember exactly what it is. And now we're just struggling to keep up. We're below the 30 weekly, not ideal. And you can see when we came into the gap here, the lower side of we have this gap here. That was also resistance. And yeah, for now, we're finding support at this major long-term golden one, going back, as you know, 2011, all the way down. We're finding a bounce here again. It's very early, it's Monday, so we have 4 trading days left. So still a lot of time to correct even further if that is the case. But definitely, we're in a downtrend here or in a downward channel, and until we can clear that 30 weekly, the gap, and that resistance, and that's just a lot of stuff to get through before we at least I can say that this is has a bullish view. And in my view, we need to get above here at roughly 0.15. We need to take out so much resistance. So until that happens, I'm still in a bearish mindset of this stock here. Looking at the chart here, it is I wouldn't call it a bull flag, but a bullish, very long term here sideways action, and it should resolve to the upside. It just depends on how long we have to go. So yeah, let's see. I think we need a few months actually before we can 2 months maybe before we can possibly see us getting above that 0.15. SLX here looking intriguing. You can see here that is the main flag that we have right now after this major beautiful outperformance run up here by SLX. And right now I think if we get a break here, getting above the blue upper trend line of this bullish flag here, bullish pennant right there, not a pennant but more of a flag, and above 3.6 right there, then I think we will go up to that high over there. Also we have a gap, so that might be the first stop, but anyways we are very, very close of breaking out here, but we have to wait and see. But this will be a breakout where you take out two major ones. The blue is a major, the 30 weekly is a major, and then we have a smaller pivot high, that one right there, which is a minor resistance. But if we can get above, this one has legs to it. That is my view on this stock here. So hopefully that is what we are going to see very soon. Our equally weighted ETF, again, I haven't updated this one in a while, so it might not be perfectly fit anymore, but I will do that after the video here. Again, major breakout flagging into support, beautiful stuff. This is in my view, it's just bullish consolidation before we go higher, until proven otherwise. Really, nothing much to say. Beautiful, beautiful, higher high, higher low, and I think that is the name of the game for 2024. And measured against the spot price, still in that insanely squeezy formation right here again, getting it's very early, but it's a green day nonetheless. But we need to get above the 30 weekly and the upper trend line before we can see the miners really outperform the spot price. And the spot price has been very, very strong. But the pressure in here, in my view, that's a coil. If you know what that is, so that should spring to the upside. Again, nothing is 100%, but that is the highest probability given this formation and the way I see it. This coiling here, boom, should lead to a move like that. It should, with a decent chance. Anyways, that is all I had for today for the miners in Australia. And yeah, have a great day, and we will see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.